We have earlier seen what are the first four steps in a manufacturing of a chip, that is VLSI design. Now we will go into other four steps. The fifth step is circuit design. What is this circuit design? As in the earlier step, that is logic design, the output, that is we are just telling what logic should the chip perform. So further we are using HDL, that is hardware description language. So as I said, it will be having two parts, or there are two types. Very loud. So after we are performing these steps, or after writing the code for the logic, we will be getting the output, or the outcome of this step will be sorry, Boolean expression. What is this Boolean expression? So representing output in terms of input by using these symbols, which tells us the logic. These are nothing but called as logical symbols. That is, representing output in terms of input by using logical symbols is nothing but Boolean expression. This is the fourth step. That is, the outcome of the fourth step is Boolean expression. So the fifth step is converting this Boolean expression in terms of a circuit representation. Circuit representation. That is, this step tells us what type of the elements or what type of the components are used. For example, if we are designing a chip, what may be the components? It may be a resistor, or it may be a capacitor, or it may be a diode, or a transistor. So representing the Boolean expression in terms of a circuit representation, that is, which tells us what type of components or elements are used, is nothing but circuit design. Yeah. Then the next step, sixth one. What is this? What step is this? Physical design. What is this physical design? Here you have to note a point. The output for this circuit design, that is, we are representing the logic design output in the form of a circuit representation. That is, it tells us what elements or what components are used in the circuit. This output is called as netlist. So the output of the fifth step is netlist. What is this physical design? So here we have represented the circuit diagram. That is, we have written the Boolean expression in the form of circuit representation. This physical design will give the circuit representation, that is, the elements in that representation, a shape. That is, a resistor is shown or represented as this symbol, and a capacitor as this, and a diode as like this, or like this, etc. And it also tells us the interconnection between these components. For example, the resistor and a capacitor are connected to each other. How does it represent, or how do we represent? So these two are connected with a single line. So this line is basically used, that this line will tells us these two components are connected to each other. So this is called as representation of interconnection between the components. Next, seventh and important step. What is this important step, or what is this seventh step? It is nothing but fabrication. So what does this fabrication mean? So the output of the sixth step is called as layout. Layout. This layout is sent to this step or is sent for fabrication in a form of a tape. So to perform this fabrication, the data in the tape should be released. So this event or this releasing of data from the tape is nothing but tape out. What happens after this tape out? The data which is released from the tape is converted into mask. What does this mask do? It will identify spaces on a wafer. So before going what does the mask do, we will know what is this wafer. As I earlier told you in my previous videos, an IC is nothing but implanting the components or the electronic circuit elements on a chip, that is a semiconductor material, that is silicon or germanium, is nothing but an IC. So this semiconductor material base is nothing but wafer. Generally this wafer will be in a form of a disc. So this mask will identify the spaces on this wafer, that is any materials, or we are using any semiconductor materials like silicon or germanium, they must be either diffused or they must be either deposited or they must be either removed. So this identifies the spaces to do this deposition or diffusion or to removal. So this defines the above three steps. So fabrication is nothing but depositing, diffusion and removal of the materials that we are using in this disc, that is the wafer. What happens after the fabrication? The last step in the design flow is packing, testing, debugging. Before we are going into packing, we will go into these words, or what does these terms mean. Testing, as the word indicates, testing is nothing but it will test the chip is working or not. What does this debugging mean? So during this testing, if you come across any errors or any problems, solving those errors or correcting those problems is nothing but debugging. So now we will go into packing. What does this packing mean? So in the above step, we have come across this word wafer. This is nothing but a circular disc. Slicing or dividing this disc into small chips, individual chips, is nothing but packing. This must be done in a very efficient way for VLSI devices. So after these three steps, our chip will be released into the market. And these are the main 8 steps in a VLSI design flow. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and give your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.